This is going to be some question and answers, and I'm going to pull some free cards to anyone who wants to join the live today. Let's see what we got going on for the collective. Let's see, the weekly messages just finished uploading. So one for each of the 12 zodiacs is up already. Daily messages up. Let's see, card of the day and the channeled message and the song are already up. So let's see what we have going on for the energy of the week. All right, let's see. What is the energy this week going to bring? Ooh, a lot of happiness. Leo energy, and we are in Leo season. So this brings in a lot of fresh energy, a lot of following your dreams, chasing your goals, and a lot of creature comfort. So long-term, marriage, children in your future, having all the things that you would really want out of life. All right, let's see what else we got going on. 9 of Cups. Wealth and abundance could be coming. A wish fulfillment as well could be coming in this week. The Emperor could be your divine masculine. This is the divine masculine in the tarot. It's Aries energy. It symbolizes things like real strategic moves. So using strategy to get what you want out of life. So whether that is strategically making plans to go forward on a path for your future, or whether it's chasing your goals and using strategy and your intellect in order to get there. Knave of Wands. There's some sort of news coming in quickly this week. It could have to do with some sort of wish fulfillment, or it could be communication coming in from somebody when you least expect it. 3 of Swords. You're overcoming things like heartbreak, deception, and pain. This could be something from your past where it really left a mark, or it left a big scar, and you're still trying to focus on healing that energy and getting rid of it. We have Temperance. Somewhere in your life this week, you're going to need to find or restore the balance. Know that you are divinely guided and protected on this next step of your journey, but this is also something where you're absolutely going to have to find some balance. Hello and welcome, Estonia. Wow, I am in the United States, so way over there. Yes, really live. I'm really here. I'm trying to go live more often so that people can kind of get to know me on the channel and see what's going on. All right, 4 of Cups. So this is some sort of love opportunity coming in this week. This could be something where you don't see it coming. So somebody could be coming in. It could be a divine counterpart for some of you. This is also having to do with an offer that you either don't see coming, it's an unexpected offer, or this is something to where you may not want this offer. So you're going to have to really use your intuition and choose wisely. All right, 8 of Coins. You might be focused on work and not love this week. So that could be your primary focus is earning money, doing your daily tasks and what you've got to get done. But somebody is definitely manifesting a new connection, and it does feel like it's a lot of happiness and good qualities coming in, or you're manifesting a new partner, more money, but definitely using the power so that you can manifest what you want. 8 of Swords. You might be overthinking a situation, so you're going to need to remove any blinders, realize that you're not truly trapped, and see a different perspective and what it is that you need to work on. Ace of Swords. Some clarity will be coming this week, especially when it pertains to either love, a love opportunity, or something that you need to let go of and release. Clarity is coming. And 7 of Coins. When it pertains to your finances or a goal, you need to stay focused. Do not give up prematurely before you've seen the payoff or the reward. Things will be coming in time. All right, let's get caught up on the chat. Let's see. Greetings from Estonia. Hello and welcome. You're in Aries. That is awesome. Today was my first working day at my new job. Well, congratulations. Let's see, my chat keeps disappearing. Hang on just a second. Let's see, I subscribed. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. This is something that I'm going to try and go live a little bit more often now that all my kids are back in school. The house is quiet, so I have some more free time. And then, of course, all the regular daily readings. So let's see what else we have going on for the energy this week. Hanged Man, Pisces energy. There's something going on in your life that needs to be released. It feels like there's been something that has been really stuck or stagnant, that there hasn't been much progress forward, and it does look like things need to be released in order to kind of go forward right now. Let's see, Page of Bones. Somebody who is very headstrong, very stubborn, really ambitious, kind of jumps in head first without always thinking, that can have repercussions. So make sure you know what you're getting yourself into this week. Four of Pentagrams says that there is going to be balance in your finances coming in, especially where there's been not only a lack of balance, but also there could have been heartbreak when that comes to your finances. Six of Cups. There is something that could be coming back from the past. It could be this love offer coming in with the Four of Cups and the Eight of Coins. This could be something to do with a previous job as well. Might have been somebody that you knew from a previous job that has some sort of feelings or emotions they want to express this week. Five of Pentagrams. This tells you that you've been in a place of lack, or you've been really down in the dumps when it comes to your finances, in a lack mindset. You've got to shift your perspective in order to make it balance things out. Cut out any unnecessary spending anywhere that you can. Save accordingly. You could have also cut somebody off or left them out in the cold. That's something that they are definitely feeling. Another situation in your life is going to take some strength, and that comes out with clarity. So there's something going on that could pertain to a goal where you're going to get the clarity, and it's going to take strength to want to keep pushing forward and to really see this goal finally come to completion. All right, the Moon. Something has you illusioned right now, or you need to take off the rose-colored glasses and see things at face value. Do not be disillusioned. Make sure that you are facing your fears and you're facing any sort of obstacles head on. Three of Swords again. So somebody is dealing with some sort of heartbreak or heartbreaking situation. This is something that needs to be overcome. You've got to work on your healing process. And Death. You could have had a physical loss with somebody. This is also a card symbolizing that something needs to come to finality, and you need to make sure that you're actually letting things be finally over. The other side of that is the World. So this symbolizes cycles coming to completion. You have the world in the palm of your hand, so there's endless opportunities and possibilities to change things. You just have to view it in a different perspective. All right, let's see what we have going on in the chat. If I could get it to pop back up. There we go. Kish, hello and welcome. Let's see, what sign are you, Kish? All right, so if anybody's wondering, I am a Pisces sun, an Aquarius moon, and a Scorpio rising. So lots of water in my chart. I do definitely resonate with the Pisces energy a lot. Definitely feel like that's something that I really relate to, but I'm finding that I actually have quite a bit of Scorpio influence in my life, so things are kind of fun for me because it's a little bit of mysterious with the empathetic stuff that I pick up, so it's enjoyable for me. All right, if anybody would like some free cards during a live is when I offer freebies, as well as I post them in advance on my channel, so they're always for my subscribers. If you want to get on a freebie or a free reading, I do those as often as I can. Sometimes I don't always have the time to be able to go live or to do a free reading, but I'm always taking paying customers. Those always get precedence over the freebies. All right, get some good shuffles in here. Where is everybody seeing me from? I'm always curious who gets to see my videos and where they go live. How I know more about me, like I am fire or earth. So you can actually look up your birth chart, and it's there's free ones online. The one that's probably the easiest is freenatalchart.com, I think is the name of it. And all you need to do is plug in your birth date, and if you happen to know the time and place of your birth. And then it will tell you where all of your signs and placements are in your chart. It'll break it down. It'll explain what all of that means. It'll tell you based on the time and location of your birth what you're all about. It'll give you unique details on specifics to you, because where the stars and planets were aligned at the time of your birth actually kind of coincides with how you will live your life. So it's really an interesting thing. There's another one that I like that is, it's called AstroCart, I think, or Astrography, something like that. And it tells you based on, same thing, the time and place of your birth, where you would have the most luck where you live or where you travel to, things like that. So maybe you've always wanted to visit a specific place, and maybe you have always felt like called to go visit something or a place you've always wanted to see. There's reasons for that you're actually going to get some sort of like soul growth or development when you visit these places. Could you write the web page here? Yes. Let's see. I don't know if it will let me. I'll put it in the comment box of the video after the live is over with. I'll put it all in there so you can find it again. Did anybody want to get any free cards, free readings while we're live today? And where is everybody chatting from? I'm always curious to see. I'm in the United States. Hello, Jadelyn. Jadelyn, I think I said that right. Very excited to see all these people popping on a live. Usually it's pretty quiet. So my goal is to go live more often so that you guys can get free readings, and also so that you can kind of ask questions or whatever in the world you want to know. A little bit about myself. I'm an author of a book called Stepping Stones to Destiny. I published that last year. It'll be in this description of all the videos as well, how to look up the book if you want to purchase it or if you want more information. I'm a mom. I have a ton of kids, 4 biological, 4 step kids. I am a psychic medium and an intuitive tarot reader. So all that really means is I use my psychic abilities and mediumship skills in order to be able to connect to the energy coming through the cards. So I use my intuition to read the cards. And while I know all of the basic meanings of the cards, I go with what my intuition is telling me. It starts to paint a picture and it tells a story with the tarot. So by knowing what the cards mean, you can kind of see a storyline start to develop as you pull multiple cards. So that's how I read. I also have done readings for people all over the world remotely. It's something that I really pride myself on doing, that I can tap into other people's energy with permission only. That's the only way I'll read for somebody. I have to have permission. And I channel messages. So I get downloads from Spirit, Source, God, the universe. Sometimes it comes in songs. Sometimes it comes in symbols, repeating numbers, smells, dreams, all sorts of ways that Spirit will connect with us. But it's something that I thoroughly enjoy doing, and my goal is to actually help people be able to see what's keeping them stuck with their readings and be able to kind of release that for healing so that they can live their best life. Let's see, Estonia. Where exactly is Estonia in the world? Is it in Europe? I honestly do not know. Geography was definitely not my best subject. I would like to know about my new work. It keeps disappearing. I'm on my phone, so it keeps going blank when I try and look at the chat. There we go. Okay, so greetings from Estonia, would like to know about my new work. Okay, let's see what we can. You found it randomly, but did you? Well, I believe everything happens for a reason, and I believe sometimes Spirit will guide us to exactly where we need to be at exactly the right time, because there is something that we need to learn from it. So let's see what we have going on. Under Finland, okay, that makes sense. All right, so for your reading, we start with the 9 of Cups. So things are evening out for you financially as well as emotionally. So either you're making significant changes when it comes to this job, or you're going to start making changes when it comes to your personal life, or even in a relationship where you're going to start really feeling excited about things again. So it could be just improvements all the way around, feeling really happy, really fulfilled, or it could be some sort of wish fulfillment coming in for you as well. We have the moon, so this is Cancer energy. This would be something that you need to see past any illusions that you could be under. And if there is something where it's out of balance and it's not really going smoothly, then you need to make sure that you are facing your fears head on, and also you need to be cautious that somebody isn't out to deceive you. There could definitely be delays around things going on in your life right now, so we'll see if that's going to change. Knight of Pentacles, you could be receiving a visitor of some sort as well. This is also news of better financial gain. So changing jobs would be significant with this card, as well as it could signal things like your finances improving, or it could be something where you might be up for a raise or promotion. Two of Wands, this is fire sign energy. This is looking forward into your future and really thinking about what it is that you want in your future going forward. So this would be a card where you may need to choose a new path from what you've currently been on in order to better yourself for your future. It's like you're planning ahead for what is going to come in the future. So definitely thinking about the possibility of maybe even travel or moving. All right, let's see, Ten of Pentacles. So improvements are definitely underway with your finances. This would also signal that you're trying to either build a legacy or you want to be remembered for something positive in your life. This is also having creature comforts and lots of abundance coming in with your finances. You could also have to sign some sort of contract or legal agreement when it pertains to money. Let's see. In Europe, hey, hello, Ishka. I hope I said your name right. Sorry, I'm terrible with pronunciations of names. Let's see. Number 9 is my lucky number. All right, I was wondering if me and Maddie will hash out our differences. All right, Jadelyn, you will be the next one. So Two of Pentacles is about juggling things. So this is something where you really want to decide what it is that you want going forward, because you can't juggle things forever. So it's really important that you think long and hard about what it is that your goals are going forward. And if you're juggling too many things, like maybe it's work and home life responsibilities, maybe you're juggling multiple people in your life, maybe you're juggling 2 jobs, whatever you're juggling, you're going to have to make a decision so that you can go forward in a positive way. The Sun could be thinking long-term, like marriage and children in your future, could be connecting to a Leo, but this signals a lot of better, happier days ahead for you. So it's a lot of good news coming in. And the Hermit could be connecting to a Virgo. This signals that you need some time to yourself. You need some time to be able to reflect, do some soul searching, do some things that really kind of you work on by yourself or in solitude. So maybe things are a little chaotic for you right now, and maybe you just need some downtime to rest, recover, and think about what it is that you want for long term. All right, that's what we have for you. Get some good shuffles here. I'm gonna get another deck. All right, let's see. Jadelyn was wondering if me and Maddie will hash out our differences and try to get along again. Let's find out. All right, Ace of Wands. So there's some sort of either passion project or creative project that you are thinking about. This is birthing new creations. This is also following your artistic or creative talents. And this could be something that really benefits you in the long run. It's also something that symbolizes that there could be a passionate new encounter, possibly with a fire sign coming in. It's something where it's the beginning stages of a creative project. All right, Page of Swords. There is somebody who could be spying on you, or somebody who has maybe deceived you in some way. It's also having to kind of look over your shoulder with this person. So if somebody has kind of betrayed you, stabbed you in the back, or hurt you, it's like a hard mountain to climb to get to the other side. It's also something that says that if you're willing to work through these obstacles, that it will be worth it in the end. So definitely something to think about. 3 of Coins, group collaborations or teamwork is needed right now. So this could be at work, this could be where maybe you need some help from others in order to accomplish a goal. It's definitely something where you also might need to connect to your spiritual self, your higher self, and be able to kind of seek some assistance. 9 of Wands, somebody's really guarded in this situation. So this symbolizes that you've been hurt and burned in the past before, and that your wall is now super high because of that. So this could be somebody who has let you down, betrayed you, hurt you in some way, but this is telling you that eventually you will have to release that wall and you're gonna have to let people in again. So don't always have your wall up. It's fine in the beginning until you get to know somebody, but eventually you do have to let people in. The Fool. This is an opportunity to take a leap of faith and have a fresh start somewhere in your life. This is Aries energy. This is also a beginning. So like a fresh start and a new beginning somewhere in your life. This is something where it takes courage, and it also takes knowing what you're getting yourself into. So my advice is always look before you leap and make sure that you know exactly what you're getting yourself into before you take that leap of faith. This is also a card telling you that if you are ready to start something fresh and new, that it is going to be a good thing for you to do so. And the Magician. This card symbolizes that you have all the power at your disposal to really manifest the life that you want. And in simple terms, that really means that if you can think of something, you can create something. So our thoughts become things. So you need to make sure that when you try and manifest things, that you're in a positive state of mind or a positive vibration, and that you really are sure of what it is that you want. And the more specific that you can be, the easier it is for Source, God, and the universe, the divine, to come in and fulfill those needs. All right, so in order to answer your question, I would say it looks like there is a big mountain for you to climb right now, but there are chances for you to be able to let your guard down and let things come in, and you can literally create the life that you want. There's also some sort of passion project or something that is a creative project for you that is coming into your life, and I would embrace those changes because it looks like it will be for the better. All right, let's see what else we have going on. Thank you for the reading. It was spot on. I'm doing this current job that I would love to be able to travel and start to write my first poem book, so spot on. Well, that's awesome. Congratulations. I love the feedback. It always helps me know I'm tapped into the right energy. My book I published through Amazon, and it was super easy. So I did all the editing and everything myself. I got to create my my cover for the book, and basically I did it all myself. So I would highly recommend if you're able to self-publish. It doesn't cost anything in order to do that, which was really awesome for somebody who, you know, I didn't have a big publishing company backing me or anything. So it was my first book. I was an unknown person. So that's what I chose to do, was to self-publish my book. So when you get to the stage that, you know, you've edited it and you've got an idea of what you want, like your cover of the book to look like, or, you know, the summary on the back of it, or whatever, all the things, so that you're at that point, I would highly recommend looking into self-publishing. If you can afford to go through a publisher, that's also an option where they'll help promote your book and things like that. But for me, it was something that it was easier for me to be able to self-publish. So good luck with that project. It's definitely something that can take some time. My first book was, I think it took me about 16 years to get to the point where it was really ready. And I, you know, do a little bit here, a little bit there, and then I lost the original that I was working on for that long. So I started from scratch and did it in about 6 months. So just kind of came to me as I was doing it. So hopefully yours goes by quickly for you as well. All right, let's see. Jade Lynn, did you see your reading? This will be on playback as well, so if you guys missed anything or you had to pop out of the live, you will be able to see it in a replay. All right. Is there anybody else who wanted free cards pulled today? You are welcome. I hope it helps. Definitely, you know, how can you get a reading? You just ask. We're just doing them for free today during the live. So Ishka, did I say your name right? Ishka? If not, please tell me how to say it. I hate botching people's names. It makes me feel bad. But I'm definitely not one that is very great with that. So my apologies if it's not. Is there anything specific that you would like to know? Or do you just want me to pull cards and see where we're at? Ishika? Ishika. Is that correct? Ashika. Those definitely help. And there may be a little bit of a delay. Do you mind taking specific questions? I don't, but I have a few rules that I won't answer. So one, I don't do any sort of pregnancy I won't answer pregnancy questions. Let's see, that's the main one. Health questions. I would do those privately. I was trained how to do a body scan, so I would do those privately. I don't like to give medical information publicly in case there's something that's, you know, not great coming through. So pregnancy and health questions are the two that are really like off limits during a live. Other than that, no, I don't mind. If you have a specific question, I will do my best to try and answer. Okay, let's see. What's coming for me in love going ahead in 2022? Okay, that one I can do. And everybody else that's asking questions, I will get you as soon as I'm done with this one. All right, let's see what we have going on for love. All right, so we have stuck, stagnant energy, could be dealing with a Pisces. This is something that you're going to get some sort of either illumination or some sort of idea coming to you that kind of helps you release what's keeping you stuck and set you free. So whether it's unhealed trauma, whether it's past hurts or pain that you've been dealing with that is holding you back from finding new love, or whether this is something that you aren't quite ready to jump into something new, you're going to be able to release that and set yourself free. Because it looks like you have something coming in for you in 2022 that could lead to a solid, stable union with somebody. The Four of Wands is fire sign energy, so you or this other person could have fire in your chart. This is also a card that symbolizes things like twin flames and soulmates, but it's a solid, stable foundation on which to build something that is lasting. So see the diamond in the top of the card? That usually indicates things like a celebration of either an engagement or marriage in your future, and it could potentially lead to something very long-term like marriage. All right, Wheel of Fortune. So luck is on your side in this department. This is something where fate and destiny have taken control of the wheel and they have spun luck in your favor. So all things will align at the exact right time for this to work out in your favor, and luck will definitely be on your side in this situation. Queen of Wands, more fire sign energy. This is somebody who's really ambitious, outspoken, and driven to get exactly what they want out of life. So if this is you, this is somebody who chases after their dreams and their goals. This is somebody who doesn't let obstacles stop them. It's not somebody who's deterred from their goals by naysayers or people who doubt that their abilities are what they are. So this is somebody who really goes after what it is that they want out of life. The Hermit could be dealing with a Virgo, or you could be a Virgo. This is something where you need to take some time to reflect and do some inner work. We call it shadow work. So all that really means is there's parts of ourselves that we keep hidden from the world, that we only let those people that we really trust see those things. So this is something where you're going to need to take some time by yourself and really reflect on what it is that you want going forward. And this is something where you're going to need to connect to your intuition and to your higher self, your goals for your life that you really want to see. Is this something that you really want? Do you want long term? Are you looking for marriage in your future? What is it exactly that you are after for looking for love in the future? All right, so 5 of Coins could symbolize that you may have cut somebody off recently, left them out in the cold, or this is a card symbolizing you could be struggling financially. A lot of people are all over the world. This is also a card that symbolizes that you could be recovering from things like illness, injury, or surgery. So however that resonates. And then the 7 of Coins. You've been thinking of throwing in the towel on a goal or a dream because you haven't seen it pay off just yet. This is a caution telling you that if you throw in the towel prematurely, your dreams, hopes, and wishes for this will never come to fruition. So you've worked very hard on whatever this is in order to make a goal. Don't give up just yet. It will come in time at the right timing. And King of Wands. So we do have a power couple. So we have the King and the Queen of Wands. So this is fire sign energy as well. This is telling you that whoever this person is coming into your life definitely means business, that they aren't going to play games with you. They're in it for the long haul. And the reason I know that is because we have the 4 of Wands. And this symbolizes a solid, stable foundation on which you can build something lasting. It's a celebration, and it typically is seen as marriage in the tarot. So you could be meeting a divine counterpart, you could be meeting a soulmate, you could be meeting somebody that you will eventually marry. and we have the Devil. So this card really symbolizes things like bondage or feeling like you're stuck, trapped, or bound in a situation. Could also be dealing with things like addiction or codependency, or you're dealing with a big temptation. So whatever it is for you, this is telling you that it's time to defeat those things. And that's where the inner reflection is going to come in with the Virgo card, with the Hermit, is you're going to want to take that time and really overcome these challenges. It could be something as simple as a mental obstacle that you feel like you're stuck, even if you're not, or you don't quite yet see a way out. So take the time to reflect and do the things you need to do in order to let go of these things. And that will open up the door to meeting somebody who could really be a lasting, loving connection. Hope that helps. All right. So these ones up, let's see. Where was it? Pooja I don't even know how to say that name. We'll say, will B get his karma back for the wrong he did to me? Let's find out. Get a sip of water. All right. Will B get his karma for what he did to her? All right. So somebody definitely had feelings in this situation. It could have been you, it could have been the other person. This is a person who lacks a little bit of courage or confidence when it comes to making an offer in love. So whether this is you or the other person, this is somebody who had genuine love and emotions or genuine feelings in this situation, and they wanted to offer their cup of love to this other person. Something is going to require some strength when it comes to this situation, and I feel like it's you that's going to need the strength. This is Leo energy. This is also gathering your courage. And it's something that's been really hard for you to deal with. So whether this person really hurt you and kind of broke your heart and left you in the dust is what it feels like to me. This tells you that it took everything you had to gather your strength and courage in order to face this and to go forward. You are manifesting something or someone new with the Magician. This is Aries energy. This is where you have all of the tools in your arsenal, so to speak, to create the life that you want. So again, your thoughts become things. So you want to stay positive. You don't want to attract more people in your life that hurt you. You want to attract something better. So I want you to really think about the things that you want going forward in a partner so that you can let go of the heartbreak and pain from this person that's hurt you before. You want to think positively about what it is that you want to attract, because you will match the vibration of what you're putting out. So if you're thinking negative about love, that's what you're going to attract back. If you're thinking positive about love, that's what you will attract back. So the universe matches our frequency, our vibration. So if we're always down and depressed, that's what is being attracted to us, because they match our vibration. So it's really important if you manifest a new partner or a new situation that you always do it from a place of gratitude, bliss, and happiness. So if you're not in that state of mind right now, you can do things to improve that. Maybe you go outside in nature for a little while and you get some fresh air and sunlight. Maybe you meditate for a while, listen to your favorite music and kind of relax your energy and get into a happier state of mind, and then try and manifest what it is that you're looking for. Let's see what else we have. So somebody was definitely deceiving you. The Seven of Blades is all about sneaky, underhanded behavior, deception, lies, deceit. It's somebody who can't be trusted. So it sounds like this person you thought was going to be something special, but it turned out to actually be that they were just playing games. So this is really stuck, stagnant energy with the Hanged Man. You're going to get some sort of clarity and be able to gather your strength and be able to move forward, although I feel like it will still take you a little while. The Three of Wands is your ships are coming in, but something has them delayed. So this is all about timing. And this card really symbolizes that hurt people hurt other people. So make sure that you're not lashing out because you're in pain. You want to really do the healing work that you need to do in order to overcome this situation and manifest something better in your life to take its place. There is something trying to come in, but it is delayed while you're trying to do your healing. And then we have the moon. You didn't see what this was at face value in the beginning. And honestly, there's a lot of people in the world that are out to deceive others. And so they kind of have the wool pulled over their eyes, so to speak, or they have blinders on. So they're not seeing the illusion for what it truly is. This card is simply telling you that you need to really take off any rose-colored glasses and you need to view this situation at face value. Face any fears that you have and look at illusions head on so you can see them for what they are with this person. King of Pentagrams. This is telling you that in order to achieve success in your life, you're going to have to keep focused on your goals. It's going to take hard work on your part, but slow and steady will always win the race. And justice will be served in your favor. So to answer your question bluntly, yes. This is tipping the scales of karma in your favor. So anybody who has wronged you or done ill deeds to you, that is karma. We play into good karma or we play into bad karma. And it is something that needs to be balanced. So this tells you that there could be some sort of legal issue, courts, contracts, justice being served and karma being dealt on both sides, good or bad. So this is also Libra energy, and Libras create balance. They are the scales of justice. So you could also be dealing with something where maybe you're getting some sort of degree in criminal justice. Maybe this person was in law enforcement, you are. Maybe law enforcement had to be involved or courts had to be involved. But balance and justice will be restored and karma will be dealt. All right, so I hope that helps answer your question. Let's see. Did I get everybody who wanted a reading? If I didn't, let me know. Get a couple of good shuffles here. So what time is it in you guys' part of the world? It is, I think, about 11:30 a.m. where I'm at currently. I don't know if you guys are watching me at night or during the day. And is there a delay on you guys' end from when you can see me and hear me? Anybody, you're welcome. Let's see, 2040, so what would that be, about 4 or 5 p.m.? Okay, so you're definitely about 8 hours or so ahead of me, I think. All right, did anyone else want any free cards that's watching? Pull some for the collective of anybody who's watching now or as it plays back. This is just going to be some cards to see what we have going on for our week. So Chariot energy, Cancer energy, forward movement after a long period of stagnation is coming for the collective. This is something where you might need to find or restore the balance in some area or balancing the polar opposites of things, but definitely forward movement. Could be thinking of traveling, relocating, or purchasing a vehicle. Nine of Wands, there's something that has left somebody very guarded. It was love. So they block my throat chakra sometimes to tell me that there's things left unsaid, or the reason this wall was built was simply because you were hurt and things were left unsaid in a situation. So this is telling you that in order to let your guard down, you have to be able to speak your piece. So don't hold things back. Sometimes you just need to clear the air and say exactly what's on your mind. It looks like that will bring a victory, or there's some sort of recognition or being cast in the spotlight for something that you have achieved or something that you have done. You're being noticed for your talent, so a victory is definitely on the way. and Page of Wands. You need to have a sense of adventure and have a carefree spirit and attitude. Sometimes life bogs us down and we have to remember that childlike spirit that is seeking fun and enjoyment out of life. Not everything has to be so hard all of the time. All right, 7 of Coins. Someone's thinking of throwing in the towel on a goal or a dream prematurely. This is advising that you keep going even if you haven't seen the payoff just yet, that it will come in time and divine timing. This is also telling you that it will pay off, but you have to keep going on this goal. The Devil. Some sort of either deception or feeling trapped, stuck, or bound in a situation. Could be dealing with addictions, codependency, but also it could be dealing with a Capricorn. This is typically something that you can overcome, but it will take a lot of work and effort. You can have the victory in this situation. King of Coins. Slow and steady will win the race when you're building an empire. Remember that Rome wasn't built overnight, so it will take a while to get there, but you want to leave a lasting legacy behind. You want to be known for something positive, or you're working towards building an empire of wealth and goals to leave behind for your family. All right, Temperance. Somewhere in life needs balance restored. Dip your toe in the water and find or restore the balance this week. This is really important that you take steps in order to alleviate the chaos in your life and that you find a way to be able to balance things out. You are divinely guided and protected on this journey, so keep going and dip your toe in the water. The Moon, Cancer energy. This is something where there is a lot of illusions around. So whether people are deceiving you in some way or there is something going on where you just don't see the full picture, make sure you remove any blinders this week and that you make sure that you see things at face value, face your fears, and look past any illusions so that you can make progress to go forward. All right, so that's our weekly messages. There are sign-specific messages every Monday on the channel. They're going to be in the shorts category. So those are for each sign. So from Aries all the way to Capricorn, every single sign of the zodiac is going to have their own little message for the week. On Tuesdays, I pull love messages. So I do twin flames and soulmates, singles, couples and separation, and sometimes there's like general love messages as well. I do those on Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, there's a daily message and a daily card. Thursdays, I will post spiritual advice and guidance, so angel guidance and ancestors and spiritual messages that come through. Let's see, Fridays, I do your weekend messages and let's see, the Rebel deck, it's got curse words. It's kind of good for a good laugh. I post that on Fridays, as well as shadow work. So shadow work is simply, we embody two versions of ourselves. The light side is the side that we show to the world that everybody knows, and the shadow side is the parts of ourselves that either we don't want to acknowledge because they scare us, we don't like certain things about us, or our shadow side is the part that we keep hidden. It's our most personal side of ourselves. So by reading the Light and Shadow Tarot, we find what is keeping us stuck somewhere so that we can find, restore, or create the balance within ourselves. So that's how shadow work works. So I post those on Fridays. I typically don't post on Saturday and Sunday so I can take some time off and rest and be with my family. And then it's Monday through Friday. I'm going to try and go live a few times a week, every week, as often as I can. It's going to be at different times, just when I have the availability to go live. I will usually always answer or pull free cards for people, answer questions during a live. It's a way for you to kind of see what I do and how I work. And I always do offer paid personal readings as well. You would book those through my email. It's always listed in all of the descriptions of the video. It's also on the About page of my channel. So my contact information is there. I'm working on a second book. It's not ready to publish yet. I'm hoping maybe by the end of the year it will be. My first book is available only on Amazon. There is a link in the description of all the videos as well in order to purchase the book. And let's see what else. That's about it. I started doing this about 3 years ago. I've always been psychic. I've always been a medium. I've always had dreams and images that would come through, a certain knowing about things, and then prophetic dreams that would happen. So I started documenting them several years ago. I keep a dream log and a journal, and I write all these things down that I see, feel, or dreams that I've had. Channeled messages are another one that comes through quite regularly. I get a lot of music, so I equate it to sounding like I have a giant jukebox or like a world's catalog of music in my head, and somebody will play a random song for me in my head. So I see which lyrics are coming through and figure out what my spirit guides are telling me is the message to relay. Not all of them I share, but most of them do get shared, especially if they're like, this needs to be posted. So I do post a lot of them. So my main goal with my readings, especially my personal readings, is to help other people understand themselves better and to kind of highlight anything that's keeping them stuck so that they are able to release those things and be able to go forward into their best version of themselves and live their best life. A lot of times we get stuck in a rut and we just can't always see from our own vantage point what it is that's keeping us stuck. So when you have somebody who's never met you and doesn't know anything about you other than your first name tell you all the things that are going on, it can be a little unnerving. So I do offer private readings as well. During those, you would get a Zoom call with me, so you would get to see me face to face, one-on-one, and we could actually talk and communicate during your reading. You get to ask me questions. I can hopefully clarify some things for you that maybe didn't make sense to you previously to the reading, things like that. So let's see. I wrote my book basically because I felt like there was a need to share some of the things that I've lived through. I've been through a lot of traumatic experiences in my life. I've seen ghosts firsthand, and I am a medium, so I do communicate with passed on loved ones on the other side. While I channel through a reading, it either comes through organically or it doesn't. Either spirit joins us and gives me information, or they don't. Typically, they usually do come through. I prefer not to have any knowledge of anything prior to a reading simply because I want it to be the most authentic. I don't want anything to influence your reading, and I don't want any background of anything prior to your reading. So typically I'll ask if there is a focus you would like me to focus, like on love or spiritual stuff, or if you want a basic tarot spread, which is multiple decks I would use. It ranges about 36 cards, sometimes it's more. My readings take typically about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on what's going on in the reading. If spirit says there's more to come through, it can take longer, like an hour. If it's pretty straightforward, it's about 30 minutes. So that's how my readings work. And I always look forward to meeting new people and absolutely love to see that something hit the mark, you know, that if people are telling me, oh my gosh, that's everything that's going on in my life, I don't know how you knew that. I love that. That's my validation that spirit is working through me and I'm just the messenger. So to me, when I receive the messages, it comes through like I've picked up a phone call and I'm listening to what they're telling me or showing me through my mind. And that's how I interpret the things that they're showing me or that's going on for the person I'm reading for. It was a little difficult in the beginning to figure out some of the meanings for things. There are still times where they'll show me something that I have no idea what it means, but the person I'm reading for, it's a validation point. So it's another thing I talk about in my book. It's something where spirit will give me a piece of random information there's no way I could have looked up or known prior to meeting this person, but spirit will bring in a key piece of information that this person needs in order to know that this is true information coming through just for them. So it's a really unique experience for everybody who gets a reading. It's definitely something that if you've never had one, it can be a little scary, but I promise I don't bite and I am harmless. I'm not going to ever do anything that would hurt you or harm you. My goal is to help you heal. And that's my entire goal with doing my readings and sharing my gifts and information is I want to make sure that the people I read for are getting clear, accurate information so that they can go forward on their own spiritual journey. That's my whole goal. I want to help people. So those are the basics about me. I'm kind of a homebody. I don't really go out and socialize a whole lot anymore. I have pretty bad anxiety, and being in large crowds is really overwhelming for me because I feel everybody's energy around me. So being an empath, we can read the room without ever really going in the room, if that makes any sense. So we definitely feel the things that are going on around us. Like, my boyfriend will sometimes come home and I can tell before he's ever said 2 words to me that he doesn't feel good, or he's got a headache or a backache, because my body will start to pick these things up. That's also how I've been trained in order to be able to do body scans. So that's something that I can also do remotely. I basically scan the whole person's body in my mind and can see parts of it that light up or that are having problems. And then spirit will guide me to what exactly the issue is, so that you can follow up with a doctor or practitioner or some sort of health person in order to hopefully take care of those issues that are going on within your body. Let's see, what's another one? I have taken a few seminars with psychic medium and author James Van Praagh. He was very, very interesting. I learned a lot through his seminars. Really very worth the time and energy that it took. He taught me how to open up all of my energy points and my chakras in order to really feel the information and to understand it. Also, it helped me be able to channel the messages a lot easier. That also helped alleviate some of my anxiety, because I realized that I was not opening the information. It was just kind of stuck within my body. So learned lots of things. I talk about all that as well in my book. I did another seminar with somebody named Kyle Gray. He's from Scotland. He designed several tarot decks. I use a few of them on my Thursday readings with the spiritual guidance. Couldn't think of the word. And he was very informative as well. I was able to actually feel one of my guardian angels enter the space I was in and see things in my mind, and opened up a whole new chapter of things that I was capable of doing. So that was very informative and interesting. Just lots of goodies that I hope to share on the channel with you guys. And it isn't all tarot, so that's the other thing too, and I list it in the description. Sometimes I share cooking recipes. I don't cook a whole lot anymore. I've gotten to the point where I have older children and they help with a lot of that. But some recipes that maybe, are like something that I have created or something that I really enjoy, I do share those. I like to garden, so I was growing a vegetable garden this year, so I update that every couple of weeks so you can see the progress. Let's see what else. Oh, I crochet. I love crocheting, so if you guys have any cool ideas for something that you want to see me try, I would love to do that. I've made lots of different things over the last 4 or 5 years that I learned how to do it. I'm self-taught. I learned on YouTube watching somebody, and it took a while to really get the hang of it, but I love it. It's definitely a nice stress reliever, things like that. So yeah, I write, I read a lot. Tarot is definitely something I've done for a long time. Over 20 years I've been studying tarot, and I feel like there's always more to learn, but I enjoy it. I really do. And I really enjoy when I get feedback from people, whether it's like, hey, that's way out of left field. I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, let me tap back into the energy and try and refine things and see where it takes us. Or, is it like that was dead on and I don't know how you knew this stuff? Both are welcomed. So if it doesn't make sense, that's fine. It might not be your message. These are general, so unless I'm pulling specifically for you, not everything will resonate with every person who sees it. That's just kind of the nature of the beast. But the more often that I get to go live, the easier it is for me to be able to pull messages for you, like one-on-one. So that's kind of the goal as well. Well, if there's nobody else that wanted any free cards pulled today, then we are crocheting. It is similar to knitting, but you use a hook in order to move the yarn and make blankets or sweaters or scarves, things like that. So it's similar to knitting, but you only use one hook instead of two knitting needles that you would use together to make like blankets or sweaters or things like that. Crocheting, it literally in French means to hook. So you take the hook through the yarn and you actually make things like that. So yes, crochet. It's definitely a fun hobby. I love it. Anybody who's struggling with things like anxiety or like your mind is overwhelmed, it's an awesome hobby to get started on because you have to count stitches and you have to focus on your task in front of you. So it kind of helps your mind not be overthinking so much. So that was definitely something I enjoyed. Oh, where'd my chat go? There it is. Yes, I love it. I've made so many things. I think in my playlist I have one that's labeled crocheting. It's different projects that I've made over the years. Blankets and scarves and gloves and hats and slippers and I don't know, just tons of things. A couple years ago for Christmas, my kids wanted the baby Yoda from The Mandalorian, so I figured out my own pattern and created a couple of those. I've made some Christmas ornaments of things, just random silly stuff. Probably later today I'm going to start trying to decorate my office for Halloween stuff. It's early, but I love Halloween. It's fun. And I made some little, they're ghosts. They're about this big and they're on fishing lines, so it's see-through. You can't see it hanging. And they look like they're floating in the air, little ghosts that I'll hang in my office. Silly little things like that. But it's fun. I like to do things like that. All right. Did I miss anybody in the chat that wanted free cards pulled? Or is there any other questions before we close out the live today? Oh, also, if I post a TikTok, yeah, baby Yoda. Yep, very cute. Legend. Love Yoda. My kids absolutely loved him. And I made the little pod that he was in The Mandalorian. I can't think of what they called that, but they called him the child. So he was just a little teeny guy and he was in a little, like a little basket, little pod. And then Yoda's little head would pop out with his little pointy ears and very cute. Yep, they're still floating around somewhere in this house. I think there's pictures of all of them in the playlist. If you go to my page and go to the playlist and scroll through there, one is labeled crochet. So it'll have like all the little things that I've made over the years in there. Lots of different stuff, just all sorts of random things. So if you're curious about that, there are pictures of things like that in there. I've definitely uploaded those. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining on the live. I look forward to seeing you again, and you guys be safe. Have a great day, and we will see you next time.